Learning the alphabet is a waste of time.
听着啊，听好。
A. Game. At. Water. America. Glass.
Now, if they all followed the same sound, they would sound like this.
A. Game. Kate. Waiter. America. Glace. It doesn't, so the alphabet doesn't work. 外国人就会经常把英语里的拼写拼错了。Because that's how it sounds. So a very common mistake that Chinese people make when writing English is they type weird as W-I-E-R-D. But in actuality, it's W-E-I-R-D. But if you listen to the word weird, eared, not weird. So it should be spelled I-E, really. So why is spelling in English so friggin' weird? Okay, so in Britain, spelling got standardized around the 15th century. Before that, it was pretty much just spelled however it was spoken. And obviously that can be confusing if you go to somewhere that has a strange or a strong dialect.
What you brought me this morning, you seem to have a fairish load of stuff.
Yeah, well, there's a variety in there.
很像普通话，比如说，如果广东话是写的像他们说的一样，然后北方人写的像他们说的一样，那可能就互相看不懂，不仅仅是看不懂，也听不懂，对吧？所以英文以前也是这样。So it's a really good thing. Now everyone can understand each other. Very good. Problem. They did not pick a good time to standardize spelling because around the same time as they standardized spelling, the way people spoke was changing. 这个时间刚好是英国的元音大转变 the Great Vowel Shift. So the spellings are from Middle English, but the pronunciations are from Modern English. And that is why English doesn't always make sense, because it's not modern English. 那么我们先看一下这个转变到底是看起来是什么样子，然后你可能看的时候会有点一脸懵逼，我跟你解释一下是怎么转变了，蛮有趣的。那么一开始呢，我们有7个单元音，第一个呢是 E as in T 的，你现在看这个单词可能是 tide， 以前发音是 T 的。第二个是 E as in green， 然后我们有一个 A as in meat， 现在是 meat， 以前是 meat。然后我们有一个中低的元音是 R as in marken， 也就是 make。下一个是 O as in got， 以前是 got， 现在是 goat。然后有 O as in food， 就是 food， 以前是 food。后面有一个 U as in house，so that's house， 那以前是 house。所以这7个原来的元音为什么改变了呢？然后是怎么做到的呢？这个流程，这个过程是一个很漫长的过程，不是一下子就变了，是通过200、300年的时间慢慢的变了。那为什么会开始变呢？这个没有人知道，但是有一些理论啊。第一个理论是 because of the Black Plague, a lot of Northerners came down south, and that meant a lot of dialects started mixing. 第二个理论是 in the 15th century, English became the official language of England. Before that, it was French because of the Norman conquest. So therefore, some theories are to make the French language and the English language sound even more different. They wanted to change the way they spoke. People at the time would have disliked the French. So in order to sound differently, they changed the vowels up. That's a theory. So let's see how they got to that stage. 我们继续。第一个转变是 Tide and hus 这些高的元音 Tide and hus 这个变成一个双元音，就是 Tide 变成 Tide and hus 变成 house。这个元音变成一个双元音以后，那这个位置就是空的了，对吧？那下面的元音可能就上升了。E and U like green and food 可以上升到 green and food， 就像现在的现代英语 green and food 就上升了。So words like loose and moon 变成 loose and moon 上升了。So the original spelling double O, oo, loose and moon, all right, makes sense. Double O, moon. Now it's moon. So kind of different. So again, they went up. The ones below that can also 上升. So for example, the word maken went into maken and then to make. 做 make. The word meat was pushed up to meat. So now it kind of sounds familiar, but originally it was mate. And the O sound, like got, was raised to goat. Or e 这个声音变成 e. So this actually caused a problem because mate and meat turn into meat and meat. So it's the same pronunciation. 不仅仅是 meet 和 meet， 现在也是 sea 和 sea， 就是海和看见。以前是 say 和 see，say and see。Now it's see and see，peace and peace， 现在是 peace and peace， 所以这个也会出现这种问题。那为什么这个拼写也是不一样的？是因为以前发音是不一样的。So now the make can go up again and it turns into make, which is what it is now. 接下来这个双元音变成更严重的、更重的双元音。以前是 kid and house， 现在是 tide and house。这个双元音就比较，以前是 现在。而这个元音的转变，影响的地区都有不同的程度。最严重的程度就是英国的南部。你看英国的北部和加拿大和美国的一些地区，他们的发音跟以前的还是一样的，或者他们的转变稍微不一样。比如说在苏格兰，他们还说 whose， 我们说 house， 他们说 whose。加拿大的口音也是，如果你在加拿大的话，也应该可以听出来，有点不一样。美国的南部也把一些的双元音又改回去单元音，比如说 nice white rice， 他们可能会说 nice white rice，nice white rice，you know, kind of from 双元音变成单元音。Great Vowel Shift didn't affect every word in the same way, so we have some irregularities, and also in different dialects, like I said, it affected it differently. So for example, we have some words here. So we have words like steak and leak, great and streak. The vowel is different. So a good example of how different it is, 2/3 of Shakespeare's sonnets do no longer work in modern English. You have to go back to the original pronunciation to really get the full effect, the puns and the rhyming of the literature. I'd like to thank the Virtual Linguistics Campus. This is where I learned all this information from, and they're very, very useful. This professor is very good. 好，今天的视频就拍到这了。如果你喜欢，你可以去我们的公众号英国历史关注一下。And I'll speak to you tomorrow. 公众号 speak to you tomorrow. 拜拜。